long I dropped. When I awoke, I was locked in the...
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. A contest in the West. We'll see if the Los Angeles Clippers can deliver the goods here at home. Here's the starting group for Houston. Everly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Trevor Ariza out there with Beasley. And it's Howard in at the center, filling out the middle.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
Now, here's Mbah-a-Moute. And Redick kicks to Griffin. And stolen by Howard. Harden against Redick. Lets the three fly. Kept alive by Houston. Pass to Ariza. Off target with his three. And now Redick pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And he gets it to go.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I have talked about that. And Clark, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent. Oh, he got him. Gorgeous reverse.
Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Beverly. Good on the triple. Beverly's got 5 points so far. Now the pass to Mbah-a-Moute. Back to Paul. There's the three. The Rockets pull it in. Fires for three. Kept alive by Houston. The three from Harden. Another miss by Harden. Clippers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Over in the corner, Mbah-a-Moute with the shot. The shot by Redick, no good. And here's Harden for three. Another miss by Harden.
He's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. A ton of contact and a good call by the official.
2 shots.
And the Clippers, not known for being an outside shooting team, but they take a large amount of deep mid-range twos as well as their fair share of threes.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Green's checked in. Howard kicks to Harden. The Rockets again can't hit.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Jordan dishes to Redick. Buries the long-range jumper. Redick's got 6 points.
You know what, guys? He can really light it up from the perimeter at times.
The tray. And it's Beverly missing. LA's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Kicks it out to Paul. Poked away. The Rockets trail. And here's Harden for three. Another miss by Houston.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. His touch is basically gone AWOL.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, but if I can say, it was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Jordan. Pierce comes in for Mbaamuta. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Houston.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Beasley for three. They grab their own miss. And Rivers gets it to go in on the assist by Aldridge. Rivers has got his first basket.
Looked like he was trying to go for a degree of difficulty points on that shot.
Brewer's shot is off. The Clippers trail. Pierce attacking. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes there.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Clippers on top. They lead by one. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles.
Attention Staples Center, please give a big round of applause for your Spirit.
And so far it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another, as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And the Clippers looking at who they've got. Johnson out there with Green. Then there's Griffin. And it's Rivers. And it's Crawford at the shooting guard position. Rivers passes to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. Crawford. And the shot is long.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations, really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
That's his first personal foul.
Thinking about Doc Rivers being a leader, he was like that on the floor, Clark, as well. You know that. You went against him.
A leader and a winner, no doubt about it. And there have been a lot of coaches that came from his old Celtics team. And of all of them, perhaps the least surprising is Doc Rivers for the reasons we just mentioned. Leader and coach on the floor.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Green. Redick comes in for Jamal Crawford. And Chris Paul subbed in for Rivers. It'll go. The Rocket lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Johnson.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it for the fast break finish.
Harden kicks to Beasley. The three-pointer off the mark. Clippers shooting 43% from the field. Feeds it to Paul. Pulls up. No good off the back of the rim. Rockets have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Harden gets the bucket.
That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
The offensive rebound. And Redick kicks to Paul. Again, the miss by Paul.
And another miss. Woo, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
The Rockets were terrific on the road last season, Clark. Tied for second with the Clippers for the most road wins in the league.
26-15, although if you want to get picky about it, they had one of those wins in Mexico City, so maybe 25.5 road wins for them.
And Jordan sends it back. They recover it. Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Paul kicks to Jordan. Howard with the steal. Harden inside the three-point line. Drains the jumper to finish the break. Harden's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And I do remember that Mexico City game last year for the Rockets. A huge turnout for them. It felt like they were the crowd favorites. Still, you can't take anything away from their road performances last season.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Pierce is checked in for Griffin. And Mbah comes in for Johnson. And a switch here also for Houston. Moniunas is checked in.
And, you know, you think about the Rockets, as you mentioned. I mean, one reason they were so good on the road is their offense didn't miss a beat when they left Houston. When you can get to the line as much as they did, you remain consistent on the road.
Howard kicks to Harden. Harden missing again.
Kevin, I tell you, his three-point shot has looked awful here in the second quarter. He's trying to shoot his way out of his slump, but he needs to give it a rest and try something else.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Crawford comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Austin Rivers in for Chris Paul. Jason Terry is checked in for Houston.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you. Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity.
Well, they ought to be. I mean, that's basic basketball time management. You've got to be aware of your clock and your situation.
Clippers trail by 6. And the foul on Paul Pierce. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense. They anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Green, he's checked in for Paul Pierce. And a switch here also for Houston. Brewer is checked in for Trevor Ariza.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Here's Moniunas. Another miss by Houston. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Rockets lead by 4. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop him.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
So on the floor for Houston. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Beasley out there with Howard. And it's Beverly in at the point guard.
You know, that's a case there, Kevin, of him making a pass to a spot, and then he let his teammate run right into it. Well executed.
Harden inside the three-point line. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Beverly. Off target from three-point range. Clippers trail by 4. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
You know what, guys? And they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Capella's checked in. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. Andrew Godlock, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Terrian for Patrick Beverly.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Pierce is checked in for Los Angeles. Not to the surprise of anyone, really, but the Clippers last year were strong at home once again. They managed to go 30-11 at Staples Center.
Yeah, and Kevin, that makes 3 straight seasons for the Clippers of 30 or more wins at home.
Stolen by Pierce. On up the court. And it's good. 6 points for Chris Paul.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
You know, the big thing for the Clippers is that they won some big games in Staples over tough opponents. I mean, also won 6 of their last 7 to secure the 3 seed in the West.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. The shot's good from Paul.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Here's Brewer. Off target with his 3.
And one issue with the Clippers at home is that it didn't feel like they were at home. But Blake Griffin said home court advantage is just not there for us. And this is on the heels of a loss where the crowd was cheering for the other team louder than the Clippers at times.
What handles? He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
And it's Paul missing.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start varying some of those.
Here's Terry. Redick with the rebound.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Houston with a big group substitution here. Howard's checked in for Capella. Ariza comes in for Brewer. James Harden, he's checked in for Andrew Godlock. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jason Terry. And the foul on Paul Pierce. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And as a coach, that's the kind of turnover that drives you nuts.
And, Greg, there's no reason for that turnover to happen. It's just inexcusable.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Cole Aldridge, he's checked in for Pierce. Green comes in for Johnson. And it's Austin Rivers in for Paul.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Got that one up quick. Crawford's got 5 points in the quarter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
They have a 2-for-1 situation if they go quick.
Yeah, I don't think they have to rush, though, Greg. Just need to find a good shot this time.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And here we go. Fast break. Crawford's got it. He nails it, and we're tied up. Crawford's got 7 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Howard. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, a great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
That's the end of the third, and it's all... We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. The Clippers shooting 51% from the field. They'll take that. Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Green is out there with Luke Mbamute. And it's Jordan in the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Mbamute. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And the basket by Harden.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Paul for 3. Los Angeles with another miss.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
To the paint. Redick dishes to Paul. And Redick kicks to Jordan. Passes to Paul. Just 5 to shoot. Green, the pass to Mbamute. And again, no good by the Clippers. The 3 from Harden. Ariza. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That's purely a hustle play there. Getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in, well done.
And that's, a quality you see any strong offensive rebounder possess. We saw it right there.
And guys, effort is also a talent. You've got to be willing to work if you want to make plays like that.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He loved the work they were doing on the interior, saying, listen, they've got no answer for us inside, and we're not going to let them off the hook now. Keep pounding it down low.
Redick with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Redick dishes to Griffin. To halt the run, and right through it goes.
Well, they found the touch here in the second half from the field, and everything else we talk about, folks, rebounding, defense, all of that, this game is still about making shots. You got to put the ball in the basket. That's the bottom line, and they found a way to do it here in the second half.
Here is Harden. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
Picked by Griffin. Kicks it out to Paul. Fires the 3. And that one's good.
We've seen a noticeable improvement out of him since halftime. He didn't have a whole lot working in the first half.
Fires the 3. Ariza with the bucket. And the Rockets lead by 7.
And the fans are so fired up after that triple that trimmed the lead at the other end. And now they are stunned.
Hey, Greg, guys, that shot changes the game. I mean, extending their lead and providing them a little more cushion, that's a double-edged sword there.
And Beverly kicks to Harden. And it's blocked by Jordan. Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Ariza. From the high post. Paul can't get it to go.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Here's Jordan. It's hauled in by Beverly. Beverly's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Here's Harden. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2. Harden's got 12 points here in the second half. Clippers trail by 7. That's a 2 from Paul. Paul missing again.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And here's Harden for 3.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Yeah, I think in that case, you've got to go elsewhere with the ball. You just can't rise up over the top of him when he's on you.
There's 45 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Here's Capella. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
And, guys, isn't it great to see a player who works that hard on the glass at both ends?
Well said, G. That's the way he has built, his reputation. Clark grinding away, 100% effort all the time.
And, Kevin, all that effort pays off. How many of those spectacular putback jams do we see from this guy? A bunch.
This game's finally gotten away from him.
Yeah, it certainly has. I mean, there's not really much they can do at this point.
But they'll get another chance. Jordan, the pass to Griffin. Paul dishes to Jordan. It's Redick on the wing. Lets it go from deep. Harden with the defensive effort. Takes a 3. Can't connect. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it.